Welcome to the PSI2 double-sided DVD, free with issue 29 of the UK's hottest gaming magazine. Flip this disc over to access a host of all-new, unofficial cheats for top PlayStation 2 title, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. On this side, we take a behind-the-scenes look at Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness. There's awesome new footage from Silent Hill 3, Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick, and War of the Monsters, along with stealthy action from Activision's Tenchu: Wrath of Heaven. Check out our special features showcase for exclusive features on UK horror hit Dog Soldiers, the John Woo-Nicolas Cage collaboration Windtalkers, and a spectacular feature on UK freestyle ski champion Pat Sharples. With top movie and DVD trailers, gadgets and competitions, strap yourself in and enjoy another thrilling ride only on the UK's best free cover disc. Set in the late 1570s, 1 year after the events of the original Tenchu, violent rebellion and civil strife have erupted throughout feudal Japan. As in the first two games, players must use cunning and strategy to prowl rooftops and overcome daunting odds with deadly stealth attacks. As ninja Rikimaru, players will engage in espionage, theft and assassination, and explore specially designed environments that allow multiple solutions to a given obstacle. The number of game improvements are vast. The graphics are smoother, the camera has been refined, and the new 2-player mode lets you perform stealth kills with a friend. Before you begin each mission, you must stock up on fireworks and even poison rice balls to distract and entice the enemy. When more direct action is needed, you can deliver a fatal blow from behind, or, when it all goes pear-shaped, fight face to face. Rikimaru also has magical abilities that can be used to turn invisible or set his foes on fire. If you enjoyed the first two games and you're a fan of sneaking around in the shadows, this one's definitely worth your wonga when it comes out in March. The last two Silent Hill games disturbed us down to our very souls, and from what we see here, it looks like we're set to don our bicycle clips yet again. Once more, a victim enters the hellish world of Silent Hill and must fight for survival amid mutated monsters and eerie shadows. This time though, it's time for a female character to walk the psychotic streets in the form of a girl called Heather. Whilst weapons in the last few games were limited to rusty crowbars, planks of wood and the odd gun, Heather manages to get hold of a submachine gun at one point in the game. Whether a greater emphasis will be played on action is yet to be seen, but there will definitely be the same level of dense fog from which creatures will take you by surprise, and exploring dark corridors by torchlight, although the architecture of the building seems much improved from Silent Hill 2. Interspersed with creepy cutscenes and meetings with characters which may or may not be what they seem, Silent Hill 3 looks set to scare the pants off anyone when it comes to the UK later this year.
They have come to witness the beginning, the rebirth of paradise, despoiled by mankind.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your power is needed. Remember me, and your true self as well. Also, that which you must become. The one who will lead us to paradise with blood-stained hands.
shadows.
Developed with the full support of the movie's director Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell, who plays the lead character Ash, Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick once again pits our hero against hordes of Deadites as he attempts to save the town of Dearborn from the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead. Now a veteran when it comes to slicing and dicing the undead, Ash has a chainsaw implanted into one arm and another arm free to wield a shovel, pistol or his trusty boomstick, that's shotgun to the more civilised. Ash is now able to cast a number of spells which increases his power and range of attacks, which is just as well seeing as he could be surrounded by up to 50 Deadites at any one time. This is no typical survival horror game though, so expect plenty of camp humour from the voice of Campbell, amusing dismemberment of zombies and tons of gory action. It's expected to hit the shops this summer, so let's hope it improves greatly on the not so great game Hail to the King released 2 years ago.
What the?
Join us, Ash.
Come on, I got plenty for everyone. Doc caught it.
The pulse brought the nation to its knees. In the fear and weakness that followed, the military began aggressively researching new types of weapons. Weapons that would forever change humanity. I was one of those weapons. Created in a lab, raised as a soldier. Fearless and lethal. I and others like me escaped our prison, and so I live in this post-pulse world. A woman and a warrior. Trying to understand who I am and how I can belong.
Got an Action Replay V2? Want a faster way of entering new cheat codes into your system? Then you need a USB keyboard. It's the fastest way of inputting new cheat codes into your Action Replay. It even has pre-programmed hotkeys acting as shortcuts to the most common functions in Action Replay V2. Daytel's USB keyboard is full size and has been specially designed for use with a PlayStation 2. You can even use it as a games controller on compatible titles including Deus Ex, Half-Life, Soldier of Fortune, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force and Unreal Tournament. Treat yourself to a USB keyboard today. You'll be glad you did. You can buy the USB keyboard from all good video games retailers or order online at www.codejunkies.com. Paying homage to 50s B-movies, War of the Monsters pits giant radioactive monsters mutated by the fallout from alien spacecraft against each other amid 3D cityscapes. Players can take control of giant angry gorillas, monstrous insects or even armoured robots amongst others as they smack each other with pylons, impale enemies on buildings, lob taxis at each other and generally mix it up in the metropolis. It's all a bit reminiscent of the recent Godzilla game, even down to the inclusion of a rage mode where the monsters unleash a special attack. There's adventure mode, mini-games and a multiplayer mode, and you can expect this one to hatch around Easter. Get your hands on the most powerful cheat system the world has ever seen, Action Replay. Action Replay is the all-in-one gaming solution for PlayStation 2, and it's crammed full of incredible features to enhance your gaming, including thousands of PlayStation 2 codes. Beat virtually every PlayStation 2 game, including Grand Theft Auto Vice City, a powerful movie player that allows you to play DVD movies from any region on your PS2, a sophisticated memory card manager designed to give you full control of your PlayStation 2 game saves, an incredible new-look user interface with improved graphics and sound, a bonus CD packed with over 12,000 cheats for PlayStation 1 games, and support for a new range of exciting add-ons to help you get the most out of your gaming. All these fantastic features make Action Replay the most powerful cheat code system ever. No more complex button combinations. Simply choose your game from Action Replay's on-screen menu, select the cheat code you need, then load up your game and take control of the action. Infinite health, unlimited ammo, extra vehicles and secret characters, they're all just a button press away. Action Replay CD comes packed with thousands of codes for virtually every PlayStation 2 game, with the storage capacity for thousands more. Action Replay can easily be updated with new codes, so it's never out of date. Daytel's hard-working code creators work round the clock to bring you new codes for the latest PlayStation 2 games as soon as they're released. Visit www.codejunkies.com, the 100% springs for Action Replay codes, or call the Code Junkies hotline. Lines are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Alternatively, get your hands on PSI2 magazine every month, where you'll find the biggest selection of Action Replay 2 codes in print. Action Replay is the essential gaming device. Prepare to unleash the power. Action Replay is available from all good video gaming retailers, or order online from www.codejunkies.com.
I will continue the work that my brother William started.
Number 13 will soon no longer be a problem.
Gentlemen, we're ready to begin.
13 is based on the Belgian comics written by Jean Van Ham. It's a world full of unique flashback visuals, assassination, conspiracy and intrigue. What makes 13 different to other first-person shooters is its cell shading. Although the situation is real enough, the hand-drawn look gives the players the impression of taking part in an interactive graphic novel. You play Agent 13, a character who begins his quest with complete memory loss. As you uncover a plot to assassinate the president, you meet ex-military and CIA personnel who could be either friend or foe. Another unique gameplay aspect is visual references to sound. If 13 stops to survey his surroundings, he'll see comic-style words to represent footsteps behind walls and the like. As well as the usual arsenal of weaponry, chairs, bottles and other items can be used to silence your would-be attackers. Along with Splinter Cell, this title caused a stir at Ubisoft's stand at the European Computer Trade Show and should make similar waves when it comes to the PlayStation 2. Want to hook your PlayStation 2 up to the internet and swap levels, characters, replays, teams and much more? Then start getting creative with Export. From the makers of Action Replay, Export is an ingeniously easy-to-use device that connects your console to a PC, opening a whole new world of gaming content. Download updated teams from Pro Evolution Soccer 2, trade death-defying replays from Gran Turismo, swap custom-built skate parks and skaters from Tony Hawk's, and homemade levels from Time Splitters, or showcase all your favourite saves online and prove you're the best gamer. Visit CodeJunkies.com, where you'll find game-busting saves for all the latest PS2 titles, allowing you to access all levels, characters and vehicles. Export is a standalone product, but if you're an Action Replay owner, you can use it to download new cheats direct to your code system. With Export, the game's never over. Available now from all good video game retailers or buy online at www.codejunkies.com.
This one is important, folks. I'm counting on you. Moving out! Contact.
We are in the battle, sir. Big afterburn. Yeah, the combat is going back. Sounds great. What?
Got him. Move out.
Rainbow Six Raven Shield is the third game in the line of Tom Clancy's blockbuster series and continues the tradition of heart-stopping realism and shooting action. Once again, Team Rainbow has been called into action to put a stop to terrorism all over the world in a string of dramatic operations. In fact, there will be 15 new single-player missions to plan and execute that include the discovery of biological weapons and stopping an armed gang from terrorising a London bank. Each game map is unique in terms of graphics, gameplay and sounds. There's snow, desert and mountain terrain at day and night, and European and South American locations. The game features an all-new graphics engine, which enables advanced lighting and weather effects, and a completely redesigned command interface, which makes it easier to send orders to AI teammates. Players can also lean around corners and go prone, a new feature of the franchise, along with the ability to use weapons in first-person mode. This will lead to improved accuracy and a greater element of realism. It's too early to say whether a multiplayer mode will be included in this console version, but rest assured we'll let you know as soon as we do. The clock's counting down.
Gold sniper. Sights are hot. Hold up. Got him. Go, move it! Let's get out of here. Objective complete.
Cooper, I want a position and bearing. I want to be the move in 3 minutes.
On it, Sarge.
It starts off as being kind of almost like a TA training film, and then it develops into a chase, and then it develops into Zulu.
Some fantastic action sequences, some good dialogue, some good gags. You actually give a shit about these people.
I'm making a soldier movie with werewolves. I'm not making a werewolf movie with soldiers.
Spoon, Terry, you're on stag. Joe, for f***'s sake, get off your big fat lardy ass and make like a soldier.
It is about a bunch of British squaddies out on exercise in Scotland when they get attacked by a pack of werewolves, and they take refuge in a farmhouse, only to find out that the farmhouse belongs to the werewolves and the werewolves want in.
It's true. Just last month, a young couple were hiking through these woods. They set up camp somewhere near here. During the night, something happened. Mountain rescue team found the remains of the camp a couple of days later. The tent was ripped to shreds and there was blood everywhere. The paper said it was a monster like the Beast of Bodmin Moor. Locals claimed it was an escaped lunatic. But no one's been caught, so nothing could be proved either way. Every year, more and more people come through here. Every once in a while, they don't come back. No trace, no bodies, just disappear. And never seen again.
Well, I think the first thing was to have a look at everybody else's werewolves and say what we liked and what we didn't like, and then to try and come up with something that was unique for the picture, but it was also in keeping with the script, and rethink and try not to redo what everybody else had done, but still come up with something that's recognisable instantly as a werewolf.
Friggin' Joe. Well done, guys. Yeah.
The mechanical heads have 24 servos. The functions are the ears can go all the way forwards and all the way back. It has eyebrows, top and bottom, sort of squinting, eyes left and right, up and down. The whole front of the nose can lift up, the lips can snarl, and the jaw has full movement on it. So there's a lot going on.
You listen to me, I know you think it was a piss poor call, you failing selection and all of that, but I've got to say I'm not sorry. The squad would be a lot worse off without you, mate. Right then, ladies! Pack up your troubles, put your brains in first gear and start tabbing. Spoonie, you're on point. Terry, Joe, say then Charlie's.
Sort of say it under your breath, like, yeah, I'm just doing, I'm doing a werewolf film. They go, what? You know, I'm doing a werewolf film. In the army, shoot guns. They go, come on!
If 10% of the fun we were having while we were making it makes it onto the screen, this will be worthwhile seeing.
It's like Private Ryan with werewolves instead of Germans. It's that intense.
Charlie, take one. Action. Buckle your seatbelts and hold on tight, because this ride is going to move you. An original thriller from John Dahl, the director of Red Rock West and The Last Seduction, starring Steve Zahn, Paul Walker, and Lily Sobieski. Joyride.
You guys ready for an adventure or what?
Oh, completely.
This is like a prehistoric internet or something. We start screwing around on the CB like anybody would in our shoes, and we screw with the guy. Can you do a woman's voice?
Hey there, this is Candy Cane. Who's this?
Rusty Nail.
If I were there, Rusty Nail, I'd make you feel good.
This is turning me on.
We prank call Rusty Nail, the truck driver, into thinking that he's gonna be meeting up with this, this mystery girl, this voice that I've been doing on the CB radio, and he's thinking, all right, this is an opportunity to, to get some romance.
I'll be at the Lone Star Motel.
What room?
Room 17, midnight.
And we just screw with the wrong guy, and he ends up terrorizing us.
We had a little incident here last night. The victim was staying in room 17.
What happened to him?
Ripped his jaw clean off.
Okay, we've definitely screwed with the wrong guy.
What the hell is that?
I'm just playing with you, man! We talked to him over this radio, which is creepy because it's up to your imagination. He's just a guy, which is kind of scary. He's anybody.
You hear his voice on the radio, and you don't see him, so there's a sort of a psychological terror that exists by being sort of needled by this
person.
Candy cane, you really ought to get that fixed.
Get what fixed?
Your tail light.
He pushes them, and then they push back, and then he pushes again, and it's one of those things that kind of escalates.
Get down! Get down!
You want to see her alive again? Here's what you're gonna have to do. Meet me at the next town, room 17, midnight.
This film isn't only scary, it's also scary and funny, which is a really wonderful combination.
Here's what I want, Fuller, Lewis. I want you two to head inside. Naked.
Naked?
Oh, come on. It's just for fun.
12 cheeseburgers, please.
You want fries with that?
You realize that you are really in the middle of nowhere most of the time when you're driving around the West, and you're very vulnerable. You're on a road in the middle of nowhere, and it's one of those places where something can happen, and it can be hours before anybody else comes along.
So you still good, or need me to drive?
We're driving desolate, like lonely highway with minimal to no turn-offs. It's like, where do you hide?
He's watching us!
It's just witty and scary and frightening and horrifying and amusing. It has a whole bunch of different elements that are all combined.
Don't open the door! Don't open the door! Don't open the door!
It's a believable story with real people. That makes it more scary, more of a thriller, more of a good story.
Well, how scared am I supposed to be?
Much more than usual.
It's always a challenge when approaching the creation of a new game. There is pressure to do something different, to lead the way, to deliver even better characters, environments and stories. Over the years with Tomb Raider, each adventure has broken new ground and taken the player to even more exotic locations and arenas. And now onto a new arena, the next generation console.
Our vision is to take the player somewhere dark, a place
They might not necessarily wish to go, but a place that they'll have to venture if they want to bring Lara back.
This world is from the imagination, but based in reality. A dark world. A dangerous world. A world that reflects the change in Lara.
It will be a new experience, one that will almost be shocking to people who have played Tomb Raider in the past.
From the catacombs of the Louvre to the alleys of Prague, we searched for the seedier side of life. A world that you wouldn't normally see Lara in, but a world that she has no choice but to inhabit.
Like her audience, like the game's consoles themselves, Lara has grown up. Her experiences in Tomb Raider 4 have forced her to question herself. This game will ask more questions of her.
It was a very conscious decision to leave out elements of Lara's story since Tomb Raider 4. Certain aspects of that story will return. It's just a matter of when and where.
For the first time, Lara will have a moral choice to make. It's no longer a clear-cut case of good versus evil. This is a more complex tale which will ask more complex questions of the player.
The player controls how the story develops much more than in previous Tomb Raiders. Basically, when Lara talks to a character, the player can also choose whether Lara is nice, nasty, or dismissive to another character.
This game sets a new benchmark for character animation. The new consoles allow for an unprecedented level of subtlety in the way the characters can act. Some characters may betray more than their feelings. In this world, the player should look as well as listen.
The advancements in game technology allow for much more complex movement from the characters. They have spines, joints, they even have fingers. They move in different ways. We borrow these movements from real people. The man on the A57, the woman on the bus. They travel much further than they think.
The player will choose which paths to take, which characters to trust, which lies to believe, and which enemy to face.
Some enemies may become allies. Some enemies may become something far worse.
Certain enemies have taken years of conception, gestating through design and redesign. I am the first to see them born, the first to guide them through the early stages, their first steps, their first kills, until they are finally unleashed upon the world.
When you walk into this world, you walk into a film. A film with multiple paths and possibilities, but one story drawing you through. This world begins in an act of darkness. How this world ends is up to you.
This is a world of shadows. There is a shadow on Lara. He watches, waits, he bides his time. His name is Curtis. He wants revenge. And Lara will help him extract that revenge. For the first time, there is another playable character in Tomb Raider. A character whose abilities combine the supernatural with the superhuman. He has a different approach to Lara, less subtle perhaps, but still effective against certain opponents.
It's a much more intelligent game for the enemies as well as Lara. The PlayStation 2's got much more power to process enemies doing much more complicated things.
The enemies in the game have evolved. They will work together. Notice when another enemy is killed and react accordingly.
These enemies will pursue Lara. They will not stop. They have not stopped in 600 years.
The Monstrum, the Cabal, Eckhart. An unholy trinity guided by an unspeakable force. Their origins lie in the annals of alchemy, not in its purported search for the secrets of gold, but in its real search for the secrets of the atom. If you control the atom, you can control life. You can create life, and you can steal life from others.
This story is very much on an epic scale, from 14th century alchemists to serial killers in modern day France. To create something on this scale, it was very to take the production values from the film industry, in the way they research the subjects, the backstory they create for their characters, and the depth of the visuals.
This level of production requires a total consistency of purpose. Every aspect of the game has to be in keeping with the overall concept. Every person working on the game knows that they are working on an epic, and everything they do has to reflect that, from concept to completion.
For the music to match the scale of the production, we decided to use the same process that major film studios use. In this case, the London Symphony Orchestra.
It's an overwhelming thought having your music played by 84 of the world's top musicians, but the effect of the music when playing Angel of Darkness will be well worth the shredding of our nerves.
On the day of the recording, we are in the good hands of Abbey Road Studios and David Snell, the conductor. In a sense, he visualises the music and translates it to the ears.
We wanted the music to be ever present, draw you into the world without you noticing. Part of the style of this game is that all the elements work together, bide their time, wait for the moments when they are needed.
At core, we had a very clear vision of where we wanted to go. We wanted to take the Lara we all knew and put it into a game, a situation that no one knows. Tomb Raider has always set the benchmark for games. This game will be no different.
Some may see elements of various filmmakers, such as Luc Besson, David Fincher.
Some may see elements of various artists, Grunwald, Bosch. All will see something they haven't seen before.
When we wrote this story, we wrote a book. This game is only the first few chapters of that book. This game opens a lot of doors and only closes a few of them.
Is it on record now?
Yeah.
Be careful with that.
Right.
Right, is that cool?
On at it, yeah, and I'm going to turn. Wait.
York City. 12 million people. 22 million phones. 1 billion connections a day.
I believe in you, man. Big Q, be reasonable.
I'm a gangster. I don't gotta be reasonable.
Cutting out.
I'm gonna kill
Hello?
you, crack
Big
rats,
Q.
if you keep talking about.
Stu Shepard thought he had the game wired.
How's business? Tickets. 4 for Britney Spears, right?
Look, you owe me, Stu.
It's gotta be the night of the 18th, and I will deliver you a truckload of celebrities.
But today, someone's got his number.
Yep.
Don't even think about leaving that booth.
Wrong number, pal.
I'm aiming at you right now. Can you feel it? Stu.
Did you call me Stu? Who is this?
Someone who enjoys watching you. I have a .30 caliber bolt action 700 with a Hensoldt tactical scope.
You mean like a rifle?
At this range, the exit wound ought to be about the size of a small tangerine.
You're bluffing.
There's only one way to find out.
Oh my God, you shot him.
Look at all of the people, Stu.
He's the shooter. I've seen him. It wasn't me.
I love the girls and
What did I do to deserve this? How? Why me?
If you have to ask, then you're not ready to know yet.
Put down the gun and raise your hands.
Where's the gun? You see a gun? I want to see you toss away your weapon. And I didn't shoot anybody.
I just want to hear your side of it, that's all. If you tell him, I will kill you.
I ain't got no side of it.
You're in this position because you're not telling the truth.
I'm in this position because you've got a gun.
Come on, Stu. Don't you get the game yet? Confess your sins, Stuart.
Hang up.
Stu hasn't been totally honest with you. His wife looks very angry.
He said he wasn't married.
Leave her out of this. I have your wife here with me.
This is exciting. You get to choose between them. Kelly, Pam, bam, bam.
Get her out of here, all right?
They're in position.
Move. I give the orders here.
Look, I'm sure we can work this out.
It's do or die time. 1,
Hold your fire.
2, 3.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Doesn't it ever wake you in the middle of the night? The feeling that someday they will pass that foolish law and come for you and your children. Take you all away. It does indeed. I feel a great swell of pity for the poor soul who comes to that school looking for trouble. What's happened to you?
Don't you remember?
You should have killed me when you had the chance.
You're gonna kill him, Bobby!
No!
Welcome, Professor.
You haven't told him about his past.
Who is he?
I can't remember.
Sometimes anger can help you survive.
The war has begun. Eric, what have you done?
The following stunts were performed by professionals, so for your safety and the protection of those around you, Paramount Pictures and MTV Films insist that neither you nor your dumb little buddies attempt any of what you are about to see. Jackass, the movie.
This isn't gonna work.
It might.
If you had a car, you could pick me up in Colorado. We could have an adventure. You know, the two of us.
You'd want that? How far would you go for the girl you've always wanted?
Sexy choice. Vintage 1971.
How much would you do for a brother in need?
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. I'll drop him off in Denver. I'll see you tomorrow.
Breaker one down. This is like a prehistoric internet or something. Can you do a woman's voice?
How much fun could you have?
Hey there, this is Candy Cane. Who's this?
Rusty Nail.
If I were there, Rusty Nail, I'd make you feel good.
Just turn me on. When the joke
I'll be at the Lone Star Motel.
What room?
Room 17. I can't wait.
This is awesome!
is now on you.
Who the hell is it?
We had a little incident here last night. The victim was staying in room 17.
What happened to him?
Ripped his jaw clean off.
this fall.
You guys ready for an adventure or what?
Everything you say
Candy cane.
We saw what you did to that guy. You pathetic, lonely freak show.
will come back to haunt you.
You really should get that fixed.
Get what fixed?
That tail light.
Everything you see is going to terrify you. And everything you hear
Who's the pretty girl?
He's watching us!
is going to drive you over the edge.
I'll leave it alone! Please! We'll do whatever you want!
I want you to head inside naked. So how does it feel to be the freak in the room?
Hey, we're sorry!
Why are you doing it?
It's just for fun, just for a laugh.
You don't feel like getting together in a motel later. Room 17. Do not be 1 minute late.
Don't open the door! Don't open the door!
So you still good, or need me to drive?
One of the most explosive, brutal, and purely enjoyable horror debuts since The Evil Dead. Genuinely frightening. Jaws, Aliens, and Predator with a werewolf twist. Absolutely brilliant. Thrilling. Mind your tongue! Exciting. Scary.
I don't scare that easy.
And funny.
I'm sold.
A horror film with bite.
You what?
Sarge! I'm in the closet! Bitch of a werewolf movie. Fighting! Dog Soldiers. It'll blow your house down.
Last time, he set a new standard in excitement. Now, he's back on the case with a brand new adventure. The danger may be real, but the fun has just begun. Join the star of Rush Hour 2, Shanghai Noon, and The Tuxedo in the award-winning smash hit action comedy Project A Part 2.
Otto is a man of many talents.
Hey, great fish. Oh, a little squeeze of lemon, some tartar sauce.
Ken is a man of few words.
Tell him from me.
George is the man with the plan.
13 millions, my friends.
And Wanda
Do you speak Italian?
Molto pericolosa.
is the woman they love. They all set out to commit the perfect crime.
To 20 million.
To a job well done.
But it turned into something
George moved the loot?
less than perfect.
Disappointed!
So they turned to a lawyer named
Archie Leash.
Leech. George is going to tell him what the diamonds are.
with Wanda as the bait.
I want you to make love with me.
Pop. Nothing.
He's really hooked.
I thought you weren't jealous.
I'm not. I don't believe in jealousy. It's for the weak.
Come a girl as bright as you could have a brother who's so...
Don't call me stupid.
I'm really, really sorry. I apologize unreservedly.
Are you totally deranged?
You're afraid so, old chap?
John Cleese,
Will you leave immediately, please?
Jamie Lee Curtis,
Kiss me there.
Kevin Kline,
Put the other one up!
Michael Palin,
May I kiss you, Ken?
No, you can't!
a fish called Wanda. A smashing
Oh, dear.
comedy.
The first of our top 3 gadgets this month is the Atari Classics 10-in-1 joystick. Harking back to the days of old where a lot of imagination had to be used when playing games, this joystick contains 10 classic games from the Atari 2600. Simply plug it into your TV and relive the Atari era. Pong is certainly no Virtua Tennis, Missile Command is a mess of flashing images, and we have no idea what's going on in this game called Adventure. It's old school action at its best, and it's certainly more portable than a PlayStation 2, although, admittedly, things have come a long way since then. This is the Drive Station, and we'd describe it as more of a piece of furniture than a gaming peripheral. It consists of a sporty bucket seat and ergonomic support, to which you can attach steering wheels and pedals you may already have. It's fully adjustable for people of different shapes and sizes, and is sure to stop your wheel or pedal sliding all over your desk or floor. It's not the sort of thing you can put away in a cupboard, but if you're a racing fan and you have the cash and the space, then it may be worth a look. Our most wanted gadget this month is the Ondio jukebox from Arcos. They've gone retro with this small lightweight MP3 player and recorder with 128 megabytes of memory and the ability to take smart cards for increased capacity. It can store a minimum of 2 hours of MP3 music at CD quality, has a microphone so it can be used as a dictaphone, and includes a built-in FM radio. The LCD screen means you can keep track of your portable music collection, and the fact that it's no bigger than a mobile phone means it slips easily into any pocket. The added ability to record from the radio even up to 30 seconds before you push the button, and its ease of connectivity to a PC via its USB cable make it this month's most wanted. Hi and welcome to the Code Junkie shop. This issue we've got something for all you speed freaks. Now first off the starting grid, it's the Action Replay Fast and Furious cheats for the PlayStation 2. If you're a fan of racing games, whether it's on 2 or 4 wheels, then this is definitely something that'll give your games a turbo boost. It contains cheats for Grand Theft Auto Vice City, The Getaway, BMX XXX and many others. Now all you have to do is put the Action Replay Fast and Furious cheats disc in before your game disc, close the tray, go to the menu screen, select the game you want to play and the cheats you want to enable, then when prompted, insert your game disc and get ready to take your gaming to brand new levels. Fast and Furious costs only £9.99 and is available from all good games retailers, the Code Junkies website at www.codejunkies.com, or you can call our priority order line on 0845 601 0015. Now if you like the sound of those cheats and you want a little more bang for your buck, then you may wish to splash a little extra cash and get hold of the Action Replay for the PlayStation 2. It's the world's best-selling cheat system, and this new version comes preloaded with cheats for GTA Vice City, The Getaway, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and hundreds more. Now in the box you'll find the Action Replay cartridge and the software on CD. Now all you have to do is insert the software into your PlayStation 2, put the cartridge into your memory card slot, boot it up, and then you'll be presented with a menu screen. From there you can select which game you want, what cheats you want, and then get ready for a whole new way to play. Cheats include infinite lives, health, ammo, access to secret characters and levels, and loads of other cheats depending on the game you're playing. There are codes for virtually every PlayStation 2 game out there, but as new games do come out, you can get hold of new codes by going on the Code Junkies website at www.codejunkies.com, or you can call the Code Junkies code line on 09064 774477, where lines are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As well as letting you cheat, Action Replay also has some built-in advanced features, including its built-in movie player, which lets you play any region DVD on your PlayStation 2. Simply pop in your discs, select your region, insert your film and enjoy. It also gets rid of that awful green screen effect you get when watching through an RGB or SCART cable. Another advanced feature of the Action Replay is its powerful memory manager feature that allows you to crush up to 10 times more data onto a standard 8MB memory card. Not only that, you can simply and quickly transfer, load, delete and save files using the menu-driven interface. The Action Replay costs just £29.99 and is available from all good games retailers, or you can order online at Daytel's secure site at www.codejunkies.com. Finally, if you fancy yourself as a bit of a bedroom racing driver, then why not do it for real and get hold of one of these mini racers. Now they're probably the smallest radio control cars in the world at just 6 centimetres long, and they're so small they don't take batteries, they actually charge on this unit here that also acts as a radio controller itself. And what you do is you just plug it on here, like so, and leave it to charge. It takes about 30 seconds to charge, and then you're ready to race. Just take it off, extend the aerial, and off you go. They'll run for about 3 minutes off one charge, their range is about 10 metres, and as you can see, they zip around at quite a fair pace. What's more, they run at 4 different frequencies, so you can race up to 3 of your mates in your office, your common room, or anywhere else indoors. They come in an assortment of colours and are greatly presented in these display cases. They normally cost £19.99, but we're knocking £5 off the retail price if you go to Daytel's secure online store at www.codejunkies.com. Now all you have to do when you get there is click on the Code Junkies shop, then Gadgets, and then choose which car you want by its frequency. It doesn't really matter what frequency you choose if you're racing alone, but if racing with friends, do get different frequencies to prevent controlling each other's cars. And while you're there, why not get 3 cars at once in our special triple pack? That's 3 cars, each with their own frequency, at just £39.99. It's the ultimate race pack and is only available at www.codejunkies.com. We'll see you next time. This month we've teamed up with our pals at Vivendi Universal Interactive and 20th Century Fox to offer you the chance to win Dark Angel goodies and, for one lucky recipient, a brand spanking new DVD player. The main winner will walk away with a Dark Angel Season 1 DVD box set, a copy of the Dark Angel game for PlayStation 2 and an Acoustic Solutions DVD player. 2 runners-up will each receive a copy of the DVD set and video game. For your chance to win, just answer the following simple question. What is the lovely Jessica Alba's character called in Dark Angel? Is it A. Max Bygraves, B. Mad Max, or C. Max Guevara? If you think you know the answer, call us now on 09064 774488 and clearly leave your answer, name and address. Calls cost 60p per minute, so do get the bill payer's permission first. Lines are open 24 hours and the competition closes at midnight on the 16th of March 2003. Good luck. We've teamed up with Digital Dream to offer you the chance to get your hands on some funky digital cameras. The first prize winner will win the Epsilon 1.3 SD, which includes a TFT screen for previewing your pictures. The first runner-up will get the Enigma 1.3, which is no larger than a credit card and can be used as a webcam. The second runner-up will receive the Lesbion Extra, which is the size of a matchbox and can take up to 478 photos. Lastly, our third runner-up will get the smallest of all the cameras, the Lesbion. It takes up to 8 photos and can fit on a bunch of keys. To stand a chance of winning, just answer this simple question. What does Lesbion mean in English? Is it A, the sky, B, apple pie, or C, the spy? If you think you know the answer, call us now on 09064 701 722 and clearly leave your answer, name and address. Calls cost 60p per minute, so do get the bill payer's permission first. Lines are open 24 hours and the competition closes at midnight on the 16th of March 2003. Good luck.